we are live. We are live with another episode of Primo's Place. It's a draft day special. I got joined the Navy backwards, draft back on the podcast. We're gonna talk about the season, next season, the draft, just everything draft related, and the team and the league. So, um, yeah, I'll start off with the first question. Well, what did you think about the Jaguars winning the Super Bowl? He had a good run.
Yeah, he had a good run. Congratulations to him. I'm just glad that, believe it or not, I'm glad he played in the Super Bowl because after our game early in the year, he was talking kind of wild, and I'm like, bruh, this guy is not telling the truth. Or this, but you wouldn't really know unless you saw him play. But now everybody got to see him play, so like now if he decides to do that again, it's like this guy's talking out the side of his neck, out the side of his neck, claiming I do things that he does. So I'm like, what? But now everybody saw it, so going into season 2, it will be better, I think. So congratulations to him, but I think it's good that he won.
Well, yeah, I don't think it's good that he won, but it is what it is. I feel like I played him good until I didn't. I got some offensive stuff I need to work on. I lost to him in the conference championship. He was up.
I saw a little bit of that.
So yeah, he was up 21-3. Then I came back. It was 22-21, and I had the ball, but I was getting a little trying to mix it up and not practicing my passes and the timing not down and everything. I don't practice the game. My practice is playing the game. So by season 3 or 4, I will have the reps in and that I will actually be better at passing. But that's here nor there. I lost. He played good. And he won the Super Bowl. I think he won that by 3 against Baker, another good player. So,
right.
Yeah, he had a good year. And then, we can look at the free agency because apparently people were saying he won in free agency too. So,
okay.
yeah,
I haven't really paid much attention. I don't have any caps. So, but people are saying he won free agency.
Yeah, and let me go over it really quick. Yeah, so he got Brian Burns. That's the highest defensive superstar ability player, 88, second best player in the free agency. I don't know what else he got, but they're saying he won it like he got everybody. So let me scroll through see if he really did get anybody else other than that. Which that's a big player though, 88 extra defender. He got Khalil Mack. Yeah, I thought about getting Khalil Mack, but I'm not trying to pay him, so I was like whatever. But yeah, those two. So he's got extra stuff on the defensive line. Those players got abilities. So yeah, other than that, there's some. I don't think any other big names went free agency. I guess I got Stephen Gilmore, but he's old.
Right.
Jets got Micah Hyde. That's a good defender. He just got Levante David. Yeah, it's not too much going on. But it's a lot of the same. So the real thing is going to be now that everybody has, the division champions, they're all going to play each other. The second ones are going to play each other. So stuff is going to get more and more like to the point where the guys, we're going to start playing each other more. So we won't be surprised as much. So, that's
right.
Which I love when that happens because then the more I play somebody, the more I figure them out. The first time I played Jags, he got me by like 30. This time I was winning in the fourth quarter. So, and I figured him out this game, mid-game, because I spotted him 21 points. And there's some things about how he reads defenses. Now I know. I feel very confident playing him, and the stuff that works on him actually. I'm not going to get into details about it, but I can.
And you're right. In the playoffs, it's all about matchups because who's to say I don't win the first round and Raji ends up going on. Raji is more into that game, borderline cheese. Not saying he's cheese, but he's more aware of it. So he might have been able to pick up stuff playing Jags that I didn't. You see what I mean? It's all about matchups in the playoffs.
Definitely. I don't think he could. Well, they have history. Maybe that he knows them from because they've been playing in other leagues before too. So, but you're right about that. Raj maybe does know something about his game specifically that could help him more. But now that I've played JT more and more, I definitely know his tendencies and stuff. I'll be definitely be tighter games if not on my side. That's why I'm somebody like Chalk. I have zero concern like because I played him. I know how he plays like that. And the same thing with like the Lions. Like people are so surprised that I beat him. Like I'm like this dude. I'm 8-1 versus him, but these guys they don't understand. You know, you can do things in an unorthodox way and be effective. You don't have to be a cupcake, vanilla copy of somebody else doing the same fucking shit, passing the same fucking ways. No, you can do whatever the hell you want. That as long so be it. As long as it's effective, that's the goal. Is to be effective and win. And people like Eric, when you once you shut him down or you know certain things about how he plays, you do it. And then once they cry in the chat, it's a good game. Like that means you've already broken them and. You know, so people like that technically should be good if they just play, if they coach well, didn't do certain things like because like you can be good, you can be young, have good fast reflexes, good on the sticks, you play game, have more time to play video games, but if you come into the game doing certain things, you're gonna lose regardless. So yeah, when people think that somebody just because they're a good Madden player, it's not about how good you are, it's about how smart you are, how you gameplay. It's not just offense. It's offense, defense, time management, game management, just the whole game. Like it matters. People like Eric.
Right.
I've seen Eric win a game, be up by like six or something with the ball. The other guy has no timeouts. He's up there throwing passes, threw a pick. That shit get ran back and he loses games. People like that, you can't beat me if you even have that mindset ever. Like you got to grow up out of that little.
Yeah, it's funny you say that because I wanted to mention this as we're speaking. I saw the Colts play when the Colts lost to you, and he's not that wild, but he's kind of like I don't know. He kind of plays really arcade. Like I kind of feel like if he tightened up a little bit, he could beat a lot of people. He could probably even go further. Because I saw some of his games, and he knows a lot of stuff. But like the way he plays, just out of control, kind of.
Yeah, like he has hands, man. I've played him. Like he's one of the. I would say like he's really good at the switching on and running DBs off routes and picking. I would say he's the best at that. Like I've thrown some passes so far out of the everybody's reach, and somehow he gets his guy over there. I'm like, God damn it, I couldn't even do that. Like I'm pretty good at switching on and getting picks, but I think Colts is probably one of the best easily at doing that. Like better than KG and all of them. Yes, I played them all.
Right.
But he just messes up where he's not good at is maybe coaching or game management or just something simple.
Right.
Like if he tightened it up, like then he could be like better. Like somebody like KG is very very good at game management. KG's all about pre-snap reads. So there's things you can do to players like that to confuse them. But yeah, like guys like that, you know, it's like you got to do it all. Like, and some people they just don't care. Some people just pick up the controllers and play. But if you do want to go
Right.
deep and win, you gotta actually think about what you're doing and try to win. Like, but yeah, I know I didn't scout. I know you didn't scout, but I'm gonna open up this see the mock draft, see where we think people are gonna go. The Bucks, is he gonna pick Pat McKinley? Like they're projected to put he's gonna take them. He's cleared the quarterback room. He probably don't got one on his roster for all we know.
Right. Let me cut it on too because I was watching. I looked at the. I didn't see my. Is it on mock draft 5 or mock draft 4?
Mock draft 5, mock draft 4, 5. Mock draft, it probably had him on 4 too, because he probably been no 5. They got him. Okay, yeah.
Because I don't know if it's broken or what, but I think mock draft 4 had the number 1 pick being like a 3rd round quarterback or something. It was real crazy. I don't know if that was a glitch or.
Yeah, I mean it's probably.
Just know that that 3rd round QB is going to be a lot better than we thought. I don't know.
Who knows? I mean, it may be somebody like KG put him up high on this thing or something like that, because maybe he got some speed.
Okay.
Because like the mock draft somehow it's based on how the guys reorder their favorites and shit. So you could have guys fly up the board. You know, depends on what other users are doing. But yeah, that's what Madden says. I mean, reality is probably just broken bullshit. Who cares? But I mean, it's got to be a little bit accurate. I assume they're doing something because this
Right.
QB might be the first pick. And then we'll see what these other. I mean, the receiver. I didn't really look at these players, so I don't know too much about them. But you can kind of see, like, okay, that these guys going to turn it around if they get these players. I don't know. And then you got KG at 8. Damn, that is wild that he got that.
That isn't as high as that isn't as, I haven't been following that whole Trey Lance drama, but I actually thought it was going to be higher the way people were talking. I thought it was going to be like top
it
5.
could. So I think if everybody played hard every single game, I think that pick would have been like 2. Based on what people are saying, they're kind of saying that he's but champ level of champion status 83. They say he's that level of Madden player. This is my first time with Mason in the league. I think I played with them. I played him maybe once in TSL for 4 or 5 years ago, but I don't remember it. Like I didn't know. I didn't know. I had no idea. It might have. I had no idea. It was like, damn, this dude's like they really saying he's that bad, and they were saying, oh man, he's gonna quit the league. He's gonna quit. I'm like, all right, well, he made it to he made it to through free agency. He's still here. It was a bad trade, but at least it's not top 5, so that's okay, I guess. But this is a decently deep draft in certain positions. I think quarterback was strong, so I mean, if KG just traded away Dak, so he's definitely going to go QB. So I don't know which one, but I mean, he's a name in the NFC to look out for, obviously. Um, but yeah, other than that, I mean, I just hope the bad players start being better GMs and but I'm not here to babysit and hold hands. This is the real world.
Right.
No one's a toddler, so no one needs that. I don't care. Like, if you're an idiot, you're an idiot. You're gonna have to either learn how to not be an idiot or continue to be an idiot. But like, that's just where we're at. And some people do take advantage of them. They're little DM vultures, man. They're out here just chasing people down. Hey, man, what do you want for this guy? I can only imagine some of these thirsty trade people out here, man. So they be out here abusing. Hey, man, give me the homie deal, man. You suck anyway. Give me your receiver. All this shit. Who knows what they doing? Or they just know that this dude is dumb, and they just talk to him just enough, nice enough to get him to do some dumb shit.
Right.
But
it all goes down, man.
It's disgusting behavior. So I'm like, God damn! And why are these bums making these trades? You still gonna be bummy of the division, but you out here trying to build champions. I'm like, well, stop this, man. But same time, it's like, hey, I mean, it's not like rape. So I'm pretty much gonna just whatever do your fucking thing. But like, as long as they don't quit the league and dropping some shit like that, because if they do that, they trade away their teams and drop. I'm just gonna ban them, man. I'm really, it's so dumb. But I mean, if they're playing it, we're all good. What is this? Workouts.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man. So we went over the draft. We talked about last season, the champion Jags. Free agency is like, I mean, it wasn't super deep. Some good teams got some good players, but thinking about like next season, who do you think is gonna finish where in the divisions or the conferences?
So do we have time to go division by division? Let me know. We have like 30, 40 minutes left. So let me know. Do you want to go division by division?
If you spend like a minute on a division, we can do it. Yeah, we can go division by
because
division.
I'm looking at them right now. I'll let you know.
Which one are you looking at?
Yeah, AFC. I'm going to go like AFC North, South, East.
Okay,
the order of the game.
All right, perfect.
So AFC North. Let's see: Ravens, Steelers, Bengals, Browns. Browns and Bengals had some struggles. I played Bengals. Bengals wasn't as bad as his record said. So I wouldn't be surprised if Fox was Steelers.
Hey, I only got 4 losses. I only lost to, I think, the Bengals, the Jags, the Colts, and somebody else early. The Texans. So I only lost to 4. I mean, those are only 4 teams that beat me. I started off like 0-4. I started off 0-3. But like I said, I don't play like some of these guys. They're religious with this. They play it a little more. I literally like after those 3 games, that was my lab. That's my preseason. I got my 0-3 start, and then Then I just went on a 10-game win streak or whatever. Then lost to Jags because he come prepared. He got scripted plays and This dude was, he'll dice you up and everything. So I was like, man, god damn it, this dude playing. He's locked in. He's not playing with no kids distracting him. I don't think so, man. Because
Right,
you can
right.
just tell. But yeah, so that's a division.
Yeah,
This
we'll
one
talk about that in the South. We'll talk about that in the South,
you
though.
can skip this division. I'm not losing this division. Steelers can maybe give me a little push. Bengals can give me a little push. Browns, he always gonna play me tough, man. I mean, his record is terrible, but we're gonna be in some one score games. So, but I don't think I'm gonna
All
lose
right.
the division. But you can go ahead. Tell me what you think.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. So I think it's going to be Ravens for the North. We can move on.
All
And the
right.
South is actually next. So
Yeah.
going off what you just said. Titans, he admittedly doesn't play the game, so I think it's safe to he mentioned he tells us that he doesn't play, so I think it's safe to put him at the bottom.
If it was 10 years ago, he would actually probably win this division. But his
Texas, I
old
don't
man.
know. I feel like Texas had a better record early in the year. It feels like I don't know, and he ended up 8-9.
Yeah, because he got that preseason win off me.
So yeah, that looks about right. And like we were saying a few moments ago, I don't see Colt's style of play. I don't see him overtaking the Jags. But who knows if he tightens up from the coaching perspective, he might be able to steal a few more wins. I don't think he's going to take the division, but he might be a force to reckon with. Because I wasn't paying attention to him at first, but late in the season he was pretty stout. I don't think he was ever in doubt of missing the playoffs. So even though he doesn't win the division, he's still going to be solid. I have him taking the wild card for sure.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I think it's going to finish the same way it did year one. All right, what about the AFC East? This is an interesting one.
AFC East, Dolphins, who was actually one of the teams I lost to, he, based on the other users in the division, no disrespect to him, but I still see him finishing at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Just based on the other users. And let's see, this is where it's going to get kind of tricky. So I actually have the Jets finishing third, just based on what I've seen from the Pats. I played the Pats late in the year. The Pats are like a terrible team. Roster-wise, the Pats aren't that good. So, but the stuff that the Pats owner was doing is pretty interesting. So, and I blew Jets off the field when we played earlier in the season. So I would put the Patriots above the Jets. And I can't really get a good read on the Bills. The Bills beat me, but it was when I was just coming off vacation, so I don't know if I was all the way there adjusting wise. You know how you forget some adjustments when you haven't picked up the game in a while, so you don't really know what to do all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't really say that, but he's not bad at all for sure. I mean, look at what he did in the playoffs. So I think that division is going to be between the Pats and the Bills. I'm going to not pick one. I'm going to kind of cheat, not pick a winner, but I think that's going to be between the Pats and the Bills.
Yeah, that's fair. Probably Pats or Bills. Well, that's fair. Maybe Jets. I'll throw Jets in the mix. I mean, he did go to the playoffs. It is what it is. All three of them. Well, I mean, and the Jets. He plays good against the Bills. So, I mean, who knows which one will win?
Oh, okay. Yeah. I didn't take that into consideration. Right. So now there could be one or two. Wow. So the AFC is. They were saying the AFC isn't good. The AFC seems pretty deep to me because I already identified 3 teams that could be wild cards, and we still have a division to go.
Yeah, the NFC got the talkers. The AFC, but we got the ballers. I mean, we do have the Super Bowl. It's in the AFC. I mean, and I mean, let some of the NFC guys say what they say, but I mean, it is what it is. The champ is in the AFC.
Yes, sir. We can move on to the West, I guess, right?
Uh-huh.
You want to?
Yep.
All right, so Raiders, see, and the West is kind of, I don't know, the West I don't know if you're looking at the records like I am, but the West is kind of, these are kind of skewed because keep in mind I lost all of those games on purpose. Not lost them on purpose, but I took vacation and the last game I gave up the force because I didn't want to play the same team twice and get injured for no reason. It would have been like, what? So, and I have the most experience in this division, of course. Raiders, I think, and all of these ballers are solid in this division. I'm not just saying it because it's mine. But it's not like I've played anybody like, wow, these guys suck. So, but based on how it was finished, I still see Raiders finishing last. I don't know how Broncos played the Raiders, but Broncos played me solid. I think one time I lost by a few points and then I won by a few points. So it was always he has that type of game where if you play a conservative style of play, he can beat you. But I don't know how he would do against these super Madden guys in the league that you were talking about. I don't know if he would do well against them.
So
and then I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You were going to say something.
I was going to say
Go
something
ahead.
real quick. I mean, just my quick assessment on the division. I think it's a wash division where anybody could win it. Then but then at the same time, I think the only way the Raiders can win it is if he's not playing on his hotel internet. He travels or whatever. If he's at home with a good internet, then he's in the mix. The Chargers.
Oh, you think the Raiders could win it?
Yeah.
That's a bold prediction.
Not that bold. I've played everybody here. The Chargers, I would say, would normally win it, but because he's on a shitty internet, he's just in the mix. He's just another guy. Unless he can get some fire internet, which he cannot get. So he's just another guy to me. And then you and the Broncos, like I said, I mean, y'all both can win it. Broncos got a worse roster, so I would say the Chiefs are going to win the division. Just off that. If I had to pick, I'm picking Chiefs.
Okay, thanks. I appreciate it. I thought about that, and I was like, should I get on here and pick myself? But the reason why I'm not is because I'll give the edge to the Chargers. And for those who might not know, the game I lost to the Chargers, I lost a kick return, punt return, touchdown. So that's 2 return touchdowns and a pick six that got called back on a roughing the pass. I don't know if that ever happened to you, but
that's terrible. That's awful.
So that game I lost by a point, and then you see how close our game was in the playoffs when I won. So I can't say that I'm not going to say that I can't beat him, but I will say that once again he's one of the Madden guys, quote unquote. So he'll beat up on a team like the Broncos. He might blow the Broncos out, but me, because I'm playing based on football knowledge and not necessarily Madden stuff. Like those games would be close for me. Like who's to say I'm gonna lose one of those games? You see what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Whereas him, he'll just be like have all the plays and stuff, know who to throw it to, have his 3 X factors, doing all type of routes. So that's why I give the edge to him in the division. And the wild card, I'll take a wild card, but who's to say I can't win it?
Well, let me tell you this. He won a division, so he's got 2 losses already. He's losing to me, and he's losing to Jags. You don't have to play me. So that alone is going to help you win a division.
We'll see. I hope. I don't know. I give respect. I give respect to everybody I lined up.
For sure.
But outside of,
I'm just saying, like, it's an easier schedule to play the Bengals than to play the Ravens. I'm just saying, But that's me. Everybody should think they should win. Everybody should think is playing to win. So, but I'm just talking with the historical data we have. We can see that certain people are going to have a harder schedule. But yeah,
right.
But it's a tough division. It's one of the best. They probably send 2 to the playoffs. What about the NFC North?
NFC North, based on past performance, I think Vikings stays at the bottom, and then I think after that, based on what we said before about Lions' style of play, he might come in third because I know Johnny, the new Packers owner.
Yeah,
I know he's historically good, and I would say historically, even though I only played Bears once, Bears is another one of those guys that I ran off the field. So I would say I have Packers 1, but he's not bad by any means for Bears. So I would say Packers 1, Bears 2, then Lions and Vikings.
Yeah, it's a tough one. I don't know if Packers got his roster ready yet. Bears kind of there with his roster. Lions, he's making trades, a lot of trades, so he's got his roster where he wants it. I would guess I'd have to pick the Lions, but I think the Packers, if he's homed in, he could be in the mix. It's gonna be a 3 between Bears, Lions, and Packers, and Vikings. We'll got to see what Trey Lance is gonna do. So we'll see.
Another season might be a surprise.
It might be. You never know. So maybe Justin Jefferson goes ham, and Trey Lance, a lot of read options or something. I don't know. But let's say NFC South.
NFC South, the Bucks. 2-15. I never saw the Bucks play, but
He
if it's the
tanking.
same user,
He tanking. But if you got the heart of a tanker, you ain't shit anyway. So he probably ain't gonna win the division.
and
I
okay,
think
and
that's safe.
Panthers.
Yeah.
I mean, we saw Panthers fall apart. I think Panthers was like 8-2 or something crazy.
Yeah, he fell apart. It's pressure, man. He got a tough division, you know, and he just at the end he saw that it was a struggle to make it, and he just finished very sluggish.
And I actually think this division is going to finish the same. Saints, I mean, played in the Super Bowl, so it's safe to say he's going to win it. And Falcons isn't bad at all. It's just some of the last minute decisions, like the last. I see
Yeah,
anytime he turns a game, I feel like I've seen him lose 3 or 4 games at the last minute.
yeah, he can. Yeah,
Literally.
just off this league, just the amount of games he's lost on I'm like, oh my god, like that's the way he loses is the way you retire from Madden. Honestly, there's like you to have that many kind of like, oh, Travis Etienne runs all over my team. This dude kick returns all over me. This dude kick returns on me in the playoffs. I'm sorry, that should have pissed me. I'm like, man, but I would just be kicking it out of bounds after the first one. I mean, you can't do that to me 3 times. That's tough. But yeah, I got no objection with what you say. Probably finish the same, you know.
All right.
But Falcons
Okay.
a good GM though, so it's a toss up. But yeah, NFC East.
NFC East. Who's the Giants? I don't recall who the Giants are.
The Shadow Tactics is the admitted
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. He plays it
yeah.
because he has that. He has that like the logo that looks like the San Francisco Giants. I always think he's like a different team.
Yeah, it
So
throws you off.
let's see, Commanders and Giants. Commanders. I don't know. I feel like this division is going to finish. Maybe Giants can sneak up, but they're like 6-11 or 4-13. I will have to see how they come out in the new season because fast starts can put you ahead. I mean, we saw that fast starts don't matter that much, but they can still show that you're a force to be reckoned with. So we'll see how the Giants and Commanders come out. And yeah, I see this finishing the same. KD is in a class above everybody else in the division, so we'll see.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. I think they'll finish the same. The gap between 2 and 3. I don't. I mean, if you're tanking or whatever, I don't know, but I don't see that getting closed. I'm not letting somebody get 6 more. If somebody's got 6 more wins than me, I'm never catching them. But I don't know. Maybe it was a schedule, some luck games. Who knows? But yeah, Commanders and Giants, they got some work cut out. Eagles plays Cowboys well. I mean, maybe he takes it. It'll be interesting.
Right, it will definitely. And the final division is
Yeah.
the West,
NFC,
right?
what? Yeah.
Cardinals. I don't know the Cards owner, but he was 3-14, so he has room for improvement.
Oh yeah.
Flores, I don't know. I tried to coach him up. I don't know how much of my advice he took, but we'll see if he comes out with the wins this year. I think he kind of got stuck. He kind of got stuck in his losing ways last year. Because I remember some of his games were kind of close, so maybe he could have pulled out a little bit more if he wasn't focused on other things. And Seahawks, who are Seahawks? I don't recall.
It's Cactus Jack. He was Jaguars last cycle. They changed the name to something else. You know, people are changing their PSNs these days.
Okay.
But yeah, he was giving some people some headaches. He had JT on fire a couple days. JT was mad about him the way he played, or I don't know if it was the running the clock or whatever. But you know how it gets man.
Come on, man. Yeah, we are falling for that this season. Man. Anytime y'all see that this year, you know what's up. Like last year, people weren't really hit, but now you should know. Like when you see stuff like that, take it with a grain of salt. But I didn't know that he had the same record as Wade, actually.
Yeah, they split.
I'm looking at it right now.
They split the games. They each won one.
Dang, he scored. Yeah. He scored a lot more points than Wade.
Yeah.
Yeah, 670. I don't think I saw anybody. 670 is one of the best in the.
He's smoking some people. Yeah, is that up there? It might be.
Yeah, I'm looking. I just scrolled through really quick. I think only 2 or 3 more teams score more than.
Yeah, just Saints, Bears, and Cowboys. So yeah, he can score. He wasn't scoring on me though, but I mean,
So y'all played? What
oh
week did you play?
yeah, I played the NFC where I beat that whole division. I beat them to a pulp.
Oh man.
I told you, man. After my preseason was over, man, I wasn't really getting messed with, except for the champ. The champ Jags got me. You know. Other than that, I mean, besides the 0-3 start, the only person that beat me was Jags. Like, so, but yeah, I mean,
Okay.
Seahawks. I mean, he definitely could win the division.
Yeah, we'll see.
We will see.
So what do you think?
I, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with the Seahawks winning the division. I think
Oh,
Wade trading for Watson and then cutting him, man. Yeah, I don't know. The ghost of Watson gonna hurt him somehow, man. I don't know who you gonna have at QB, but the Seahawks have a team that's like, I mean, he's got a good team, man. I mean, I don't know if he's got a quarterback, but he could draft one, or he could try to put some money on Gino, but Gino's kind of like, eh. So yeah, I'll go with the Seahawks, man, because he got the second place schedule too. Wade's got to go against KG, the Saints, and the Bears. He might,
yeah, and I guess we figure out who the AFC. We don't know the
yeah,
cross conference games yet until they do it, right?
right. But no, the cross conference they should play it. They all should play this another division. So that's they get a fair shot there. But when it comes to like who you playing, like the division champs playing the division champs, that's going to affect like that division is going to flip. That's why the Seahawks is going to end up taking the division because not having to play KG necessarily. I mean, he might still play him if it's like the whole division they're playing against, but that's at least two games that two division champs he doesn't have to see. That Wade has to see.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean.
Yeah. So I would see. I don't think Wade is gonna. Well, Wade might beat the Bears actually, and the Lions might be harder than the Bears for the Seahawks. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how. But like I would say the Seahawks should just because they both got quarterback issues, but I think the Seahawks will take the division this time. But hey, maybe Wade tightens it up. Wade, he has this team is nice. He just got to
Mm.
get the quarterback situation because that's the most important part of this game. You got to look at the quarterback position. If you have throwing abilities or the dead eyes, man, that helps a lot because
Yeah.
this game, man, you throw with some of these passes all the way off, man. I had another league, man, when I had Watson, man. I was the Browns, man. Man. That's just stupid, man.
It does.
And they don't.
It does matter.
That's
It
why.
does matter.
That's why I allow people to at least, there's always hope. You can buy yourself a superstar and build your shit up if you need to. Just don't do. Just like you can't spam
Right.
upgrades and shit, But that might
Right.
change.
Because I
It
mean,
might, we might put it in a little regression system, and we'll see. Or we
oh
might
yeah, but that's a good thing to talk about. Have you all decided what we're going to do with that?
see
Yeah.
if okay. So if Raj doesn't give me the viable regression progression system, then I'm just going to turn regression on for the game, and then you guys are just going to really burn through your coins when you start losing these abilities, and you can just buy the reverse to regression, thing, and we'll be all good.
Okay. So can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Doesn't the setting for the I'm looking at it right now because I don't remember what it's called. But doesn't the setting for like maximum X factors, maximum superstar, doesn't that impact the regression somehow?
Yeah, so once you hit those numbers, there's gonna be even more people getting like regressed as other people get devved up. If
I
you
see what you mean.
Yeah,
Okay.
so if you put regression on for the game, then when you hit the was it like for I don't know if it's like 50 X factors or whatever or whatever numbers those are, when you start hitting those numbers, like if somebody gets a dev game or something like that, they're gonna push somebody
Okay.
out
Well.
mid season. They'll push like so you
All
could
right.
be like with Patrick Mahomes throwing 700 or doing your thing, and then out of nowhere, I mean, you can literally have player of the week one week, and then week week 11 somebody hit a dev game, and then your Patrick Mahomes gets pushed down to superstar because they got their dev. You know what I mean? So that's what the
Oh, I
game
see.
regression does. Like it'll start doing that. It might not do that for a couple seasons though, because you got to wait till you hit get all those big numbers. But as we draft these superstars, and as they don't regress themselves naturally, you're gonna hit that wall. So that's why if we can start regressing them, because the game, like they don't regress. I mean, there's more superstars and X Factors made than there are regressed in general as you keep playing. So the deeper we
Okay.
go, it's gonna get deeper and deeper, and then it's gonna hit. But in the beginning, we should be good for at least a season or two, and then we'll see.
Okay.
Because people are going to be buying these devs too. So, but between the buying the devs, the earning the devs, the drafting the devs, versus the game not dropping them off as fast, like it's going to be interesting. But we'll see. I mean, some people want it like that. So, and it might be the move because you can still reverse it like with some 15 coins. So, it's
Okay.
manageable. It's just going to suck if
Well,
you.
have you thought about, and this is something we can talk about, we don't have time right now, but maybe turn, especially because it's mostly leads to spam and a flawed game, maybe turn scenarios off.
I
You
don't
don't
know.
think people would like that?
Oh, that's not a bad idea. You can put
Because
it.
if you can already buy stuff, and
Yeah, yeah. You're right. No,
think about every time you see somebody asking, like, oh yeah, I had a dead game and such and such, so I was doing this and I was doing that. Like, think about how often you see that.
it's valid points, man. Like that's. I mean, that's all goes into the arcadish Madden. But yeah, you could throw that out, and then that would decrease the people that become. You would have to actually buy it, so that's fine, and people can buy it. But people are not gonna they're not gonna like that. So then they would think like, oh, they can get devved up at the Super Bowl or something like that. So they'll cry. So yeah, but you
Right.
could, yeah, suggest it though, man. You know, it's like they want their cake and eat it too, man. So we gonna see what they're gonna want to do. But you know, if Raj don't hit me with that good system, man, we going Madden.
Yeah, sounds good.
Sounds good. Yep. And you know, when Mahomes loses it, you can just reverse it with some 15 coin.
Oh, don't get me wrong. He's not going to lose it after what I've seen. After what I've seen this past, trust me, I'm gonna do just enough for him to keep it. And Pacheco is back. Pacheco is gonna, yeah, I'm gonna make sure I keep my stats up because I've seen
Uh
people
huh.
get their stats with no qualms about it. So I might as well do the same thing.
All right then, man. Well, I got some scouting to do. I got like 15 minutes before this draft. It was nice to have you on the show, man, and I'll have you on again.
All right, cool. We did do SB pick season, but we could probably do something with the coins for those, though. To tell you the truth, I was thinking about suggesting that
You said what now?
we could probably do some type of not giveaway, but like, well, I guess the word is giveaway for coins for like a Super Bowl prediction. If everybody does them preseason,
Well, I mean,
I don't know what you.
for like, I mean, they could throw it out there. I mean, we probably just do the points because I mean, the points is the currency we're gonna use. The coins,
Right.
yeah, like the one Casey got all those prop bets. He still gotta run through those and dish out those coins. So yeah, I mean, it's lots of coins galore. It's coins galore, man. So, but yeah, but I will say, if you help me with this draft, let me know who's offline and stuff, so I can skip and keep this nice and tight. You can earn yourself another coin.
Man, I don't know. Sticking around for all that time, but now I'm not even
All
going to take
right.
most myself. I think I'll pass on that.
Well, somebody might be hungry for some coin. Either way, I gotta get to this draft. It was great having you on the show, man, and I'll hear from you soon.
All right, man. Talk to you later.
All right, you take care. All right, that's another episode of Primo's Place. Until next time.